Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to reform, or pause and reflect. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you, too, can become great. In a good book room, you feel in some mysterious way that you are absorbing the wisdom contained in all the books through your skin, without even opening them. Substitute damn every time you're inclined to write very, your editor will delete it and the writing will be just as it should be. But who prays for Satan, who, in 18 centuries, has had the common humanity to pray for the one sinner that needed it most? The difference between the almost right word and the right word is really a large matter. 'Tis the difference between the lightning bug and the lightning. I do not fear death. I had been dead for billions and billions of years before I was born, and had not suffered the slightest inconvenience from it. When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant, I could hardly stand to have the old man around. But when I got to be 21, I was astonished at how much the old man had learned in 7 years. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness, and many of our people need it sorely on these accounts. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all one's lifetime. If you pick up a starving dog and make him prosperous, he will not bite you. This is the principal difference between a dog and man. You believe in a book that has talking animals, wizards, witches, demons, sticks turning into snakes, burning bushes, food falling from the sky, people walking on water, and all sorts of magical, absurd and primitive stories, and you say that we are. The easy confidence with which I know another man's religion is folly teaches me to suspect that my own is also. If animals could speak, the dog would be a blundering, outspoken fellow, but the cat would have the rare grace of never saying a word too much. I haven't any right to criticize books, and I don't do it, except when I hate them. I often want to criticize Jane Austen, but her books madden me, so that I can't conceal my frenzy from the reader, and therefore I have to stop every time I begin. A banker is a fellow who lends you his umbrella when the sun is shining, but wants it back the minute it begins to rain. April 1st. This is the day upon which we are reminded of what we are on the other 364. After all these years, I see that I was mistaken about even the beginning. It is better to live outside the garden with her than inside it without her. Adam was but human. This explains it all. He did not want the apple for the apple's sake, he wanted it only because it was forbidden. The mistake was in not forbidding the serpent, then he would have eaten the serpent. Of all God's creatures, there is only one that cannot be made slave of the leash. That one is the cat. If man could be crossed with the cat, it would improve the man, but it would deteriorate the cat.